My name is Jim Cavale, and I am the Chief Operating Officer and business partners with our founder, Forrest, with a company called Iron Tribe Fitness. And like a lot of people in this room, it was a sales letter that kind of got me in and changed my life. And it was actually a sales letter from Forrest to me, recruiting me to become one of the first members of Iron Tribe Fitness. And I read this thing, and actually, I started to read it. I realized I need more time. So I put it away and allotted 30 minutes because it was pretty long, and made some time to read this long sales letter. I was like, what's this guy doing writing this long sales letter? But it took me in and brought me into this culture, Iron Tribe, that changed my life. It took me from a business owner in a completely different industry into the fitness world with Forrest, and went from being a client at the first gym to opening the second gym. And when I approached him to open it up, he put a lot of resources in my hands before I got ready to open up our franchise prototype, if you will. And all of the resources were Dan Kennedy. So it was everything from no BS, direct marketing, to business management, to ruthless management, actually, to time management. And just taking all the things I learned from that, it was great because we created our first ever pre-sales campaign for that second gym that's still being used now for our entire chain. And it's just really neat.
By that you mean marketing in an area before the brick and mortar doors open.
Yeah, and I'm going to get into that in a second, but it was just the evolution of me going from a client in 2010 with this brand new business to partners with Forrest and opening up our franchise prototype in 2011 to sitting at our first ever event together at Super Conference in Chicago. It just happened so quick. And it was kind of like, this missing ingredient is in front of so many people. It's in these books and these newsletters, and they just don't know. And I was one of those guys. I just didn't know. It was right there at my fingertips. And once I opened up the book, and once I got rid of Sirius satellite radio and do what we call audio university and started listening to you on my drives, and it just clicked. And it clicked enough where after we attended that event, we bought Infusionsoft there. 1 year later, 2012, 2 years after this business started, we won Infusionsoft's Ultimate Marketer of the Year award. We franchised the business with the Federal Trade Commission. And in our first year of franchising, we're now over 50 units as a chain, and we're the fastest growing fitness chain in the nation. And it's all because of what you just talked about. We've got direct response at our core, and we're agile enough to do what the big boys won't and don't do. And we joined Platinum in 2012. It was a great experience. And the biggest thing we took out of that is direct response can actually be merged with branding. You don't have to just be pure direct response. If you want your clients to embrace things, because we realized the same clients who came in because of direct response, once they were clients, it kind of revolted them a little bit. So we created stuff that would get them to be encouraged to refer using more of a branding approach. And we merged branding and direct response enough where we're now writing a book with Dan about that in the No BS series. We're co-authoring it with him. And then here in 2013, doing Titanium, we're here in our second meeting, but the first meeting really motivated us to create a secret weapon for all of our franchisees using basically an Obamacare scare, and basically going to businesses and using a video mailer to encourage them to pay for health on the front end instead of on the back end, and do it on the front end with us by getting your employees healthy. So it's all just different stuff from reading, from these mastermind groups that's really been big for us. And all of our franchisees and our staff is once again, they see these books in the library, they see them on our intranet, and the ones that read it, the ones that follow it, they grow. And the ones that don't, they just don't get it. And it's just interesting how it's all evolved. You can learn more about Iron Tribe at irontribefranchise.com. And once again, we're very thankful for what we've learned in this world, and for everybody in this room and the way they've contributed to our growth.